Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is MrRhexx and we're back with some more Dragon Age. On the last episode, we organized the militia here to help us fight against the zombies that are gonna come at night and kill us all. And today, well, we have to help out the knights, Sir Perth and his other knights, which are the, if you guys remember, a couple of episodes ago, we talked about the knights that were sent by the Arlessa. They were sent to collect this urn of sacred ashes because apparently the Arl Eamon is sick, and the sickness is so mysterious that we don't really know how to cure him. They say that they tried all kinds of herbs, all kinds of medicines. There was even a mage involved trying to cure the guy, but nothing helped, and the guy's just pretty much dying. So the last resort was to find the urn of sacred ashes, because this urn, apparently, as the prophecy says, can cure any alignment or ailment. I mean, so you know, that's the knights went out and see if they could fix this guy, and some of them have actually returned and they're up there. But first, there should be a conversation here.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Yeah, it's a little messed up. By the way, I will apologize in advance if some of these conversations are actually a repeat of a conversation you've heard before. It's hard for me to tell which ones are a repeat and which ones are not, since I do replay this game a lot. And to do these videos, I do practice a lot to make sure that I know exactly what to do so you guys get the most content possible in the least amount of time. So, you know, I do get a lot of conversations, and they're all random, so, you know, they're all repeat for me, so I apologize. But anyways, so I'm back from my vacations, guys. Thank you all for waiting. I know that I took a long time, and I asked for forgiveness, I guess. Oh, these guys are gonna talk.
No word from the castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
There we go. So yeah, I apologize in advance, or, you know, just because I took a very long time. I will say, however, that if you are interested in my Let's Plays, if you really like this, you should head over to MrRhexx Plays, my other YouTube channel. It's my secondary YouTube channel. That's where I put all my Let's Plays. The reason this Let's Play isn't here is because this is more lore-oriented than my normal Let's Plays, so, you know, I use it here where all my lores are located. But normally all my Let's Plays go on the other channel. But I'm focusing very hard on the other channel currently, so I'm actually working there a lot, so this channel is gonna suffer a little bit, but hopefully I can keep both alive without, you know, too much trouble. Anyways, guys, here is a landmark tree. If you guys remember, back in Lothering, this is what Doug uses to get his Mabari dominance buff. He pees on the tree and gets a buff. Sadly, we don't have Doug here, so, you know, there you go, but just letting you know that the tree's there if you want to get it. But this is more important. Justice Grace. So it's actually a gift that you can gift to Liliana, and it's one of those gifts that I told you guys before, one of those special gifts that actually trigger a cinematic. Check it out.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. There's a gift like this for everyone. Some even have 2 of these gifts, and we will collect them as we go. But for now, let's see what Sir Perth has to say.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
Oh, you can call me Grey Warden, for that's what I am.
Grey Warden it is then, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Well, this is interesting. I want to know from your point of view what that whole quest about the Urn of Sacred Ashes was all about. So let me ask you some questions.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Cool. So, what happened here?
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop. And I don't believe we will be enough.
What about this urn, though?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
But why would you believe that anyone could find this urn?
The Owl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Alright. So could no one find the other knights and bring them back here? We need their help.
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
This is very unfortunate. So you guys just left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
God. Alright, so what was he actually sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Interesting. Well, that's pretty much it.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
So now we get a little backstory of what actually happened in the castle, and what are these knights here for. Now, just like with the militiamen, we can actually help the knights get a little bit of morale by doing some quests for them, which is what we're gonna do.
What is it you need?
I want to know, what can I do to help you?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Well, I guess to Mother Hannah I will go. I'll see what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it.
There we go. Is there anything else I could do?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Yeah, the quest for the militia is far more, well, in-depth. The knights are pretty strong as they are. Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
There we go. So let me just grab this real quick here. You get a nice view of the castle.
Like coming home again, but with more undead.
There you go. This is a pretty nice view of the castle. I love it. That's the bridge that, you used to get to the castle. We'll be there later. For now, we just gotta figure out a way to save our lives and save the village. But it's pretty sweet. I love it. Anyways, let's just pick this up. Fantastic. So, as I said before, the quest to increase the morale of the knights is a lot shorter. There's really only 2 things that you can do, whereas for the militia man you had 4 things, and well, you could also conscript just different variety of people. I will say, however, that some of the people that you actually conscripted to fight for you will actually join the knights instead of the militiamen. Only a few of them join the militiamen. Some of them actually do go to the knights. For example, Dwayne goes to the knights, and I believe Berwick even, whereas Berwick is over there. I think Lloyd stays here with the militiamen. I'm not sure who else, but I think Thomas. Where's Thomas? Must be somewhere here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What we are going to do, however, is we're going to go to the general store. I told you guys in the last episode that the general store has something that we need for the knights, and that I was going to use it on this episode. So, let's go in there. There are 2 things here. There's a little note here. but it's really just a codex. The codex doesn't really have anything important, just a shopping list: sugar, wheat flour, filet knife, ginger for Grumpus, flatulence, ink, blah 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 blah. Nothing really that important. Also remember to ask if more beeswax will be available soon. Whatever, dude. We won't be able to open this chest, which is sad.
I could do that for
No,
you.
you cannot do it. We have gone over that. Anyways, this barrel actually contains some oil. There is a lamp oil in this barrel. Quest updated. Check it out. You notice some barrels of oil in the general store. Perhaps someone could use them to defend Redcliffe. The knights can actually use this to create a bed of fire that will prevent... well, not prevent, but it'll hurt the zombies when they come and attack us. It's a very nice thing to have that'll help you out. The thing is, it's like a double-edged sword because the river of fire that it creates can also hurt you and your teammates. So if you want to keep people alive, you need to be very careful when you use that. You will see what I mean in just a few moments. For now, let's go over and talk to Hannah, the Montana. The Chantry Montana, and see if she can give us some kind of holy protection for the knights.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
And I am grateful to you for helping us, which I'm hoping that you will. I can stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a man of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Very, very sad indeed. What you can do, however, is Sir Perth actually asked me for holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What is that? What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Thank you so much, Mother. She was very helpful. Be very careful with this quest. If you're gonna do it this way, you can just, like, not have the morale boost, and in a lot of ways, it would be okay. You see, the quest is actually bugged. BioWare hasn't updated this game in a very long time, and you don't actually receive any morale by doing this quest. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. There will literally be no difference. Of course, I will do it because I'm trying to cover everything there is to cover in this game. But just letting you know that sadly, it really doesn't make a difference whether you do it or not. What it will do, however, if you choose to do what I'm about to do, it'll make Lyanna angry since we're, you know, making the mother lie for us, or I guess trick the knights, which is, I guess, a dishonest kind of thing to do, and Lyanna will disapprove of that, so, you know, kind of sucks.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Cool. Now, you said you wanted some holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Yeah, she has these holy amulets. Would those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Well, do you really think this would help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Cool. Now, have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
A barrel, there's a lot of there.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Now, I'm hoping that this won't backfire, because you will see this is going to be a mess. Thankfully, the game saves automatically right before the battle starts, so if something goes wrong, I can always reload, because I don't want anyone to die, just for the sake of the story, for the sake of the ending. I'm really trying not to have anyone die, but if it happens, I guess it'll happen. I'm still debating on whether I want to reload it or not, but we'll see. But we're pretty much done here, guys, so there's gonna be a lot of battles here. I know that these last couple of episodes have been mostly just lore and story and dialogue, but finally we're gonna get some action, so be ready.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you. Mother Hannah's amulets have greatly bolstered my men's confidence. You couldn't have armed us with any better than our faith in the Maker.
I'm ready to make my stand here.
There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
I am as ready as I'll ever be.
Good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
The battle starts, my brother!
Burn these foul creatures!
So he's gonna throw the arrow, fire, and he's gonna burn the oil there. The problem is that you can only control your teammates, and as you can see, let me pause here for a second. You can only control your teammates. You can tell them that, you know, to move away from the fire if they do get into the fire. But you have Gwyn here. Hold on, we can't really see him yet. There's Berwick. Gwyn is this guy, or Dwyn. I'm sorry. There, Dwyn. They can actually stand on the fire, and there's really not much you can do. Let me go ahead and use my frost weapons. Skeletons tend to be very resilient to frost. So, you know, it's gonna suck, but it is still a little bit of damage, let's see. Yeah, it's just 1 point of extra damage, so it is something. Anyways, thankfully no one has actually walked into the fire. One thing that you can do is just make sure that every enemy is pulled into this side of the fire. Enemies that walk on the fire will get burned, of course, and as they walk here, they'll be a little bit weaker, which is obviously what you want. But if you attack them too fast, then people are going to start, you know, catching them before they even come here, and they're going to start battling on the fire, which is not what you want. Wow. I was talking, I didn't even notice. Yeah, this actually happened to me when I was practicing. You just can't tell. That's pretty bad. It doesn't matter. Shoot. This is just terrible. Alright, we'll just stay here. Try not to, I'm getting pretty lucky with this. I'm getting pretty lucky because, you know, it's one of those things. They can get pulled over there and start burning themselves in pain just like Alistair did. It's going very, very well. Very, very well. I'm very happy about this. There we go. Not much to really say about combat. We don't really have any new abilities. We're 1 level shy of being able to open, or what I believe should be, the necessary lockpicking skill to open all the lockpicks in this area. But sadly, we won't have enough experience to level up before we finish this mission. We'll do it after the mission, a little bit after. 1 guy remaining, however. Sir! Oh boy. Alright, there, he's coming. Alright, Morrigan, I know you're very excited, but there's no reason. They'll just do it. They'll just go and kill themselves. There we go. Now, right after this is done, you need to hurry back down because...
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Gang Knights, stay here and guard the path!
Come on, we need to hurry!
Jesus! Alright, let's make sure that Alistair gets revived. There we go. It's very important for you to hurry because whatever time you spend up here, the enemies downstairs will actually, they won't stop. Like, they're actually fighting right now. So if you take too long, then they will kill militiamen, which will make the battle a lot harder for you. And they might even kill some of the important people, so it's very wise for you to hurry. Let's go ahead and level up this girl. Maybe we can get a little break here from all the action. I could get Arcane Bolt. It's just a free spell. It's doesn't cost any mana, and it does a fair amount of damage. It's pretty good. I, however, want to get Heal. Heal is one of the most important spells you can get, especially in situations like these, where you need to make sure that one important NPC survives, because you can actually heal NPCs that you're not controlling. Not many people know that, and it's very important because, as you're gonna see, let me go ahead and pause. Some of these guys, let's see, there's Morduk, and there is Thomas over here. Thomas usually doesn't get in too much danger since he's all the way back and he uses a bow, but Murdoch can actually die, and he's very likely to die unless you heal him. Usually, I would say that 95% of the times he'll die, unless you, like, specifically intervene, which is kind of up in the ass. Let's go ahead and, put Bravery here, or Threaten, I mean. It should, make enemies attract to him, which should make it easier for me to keep other people alive. See, Murdoch is already half HP. There's gonna be a lot of pausing here, guys, and I guess I do want to apologize, but there's really not much I can do. I really do need to make sure that everyone stays alive. Thomas is already in battle. Let's see, Cold, 17. Alright, so these guys are actually not immune to frost. Some of the skeletons can actually be, so you gotta be careful. Get in the middle of everyone. Mind Blast, stun a bunch of assholes. Good. Be sure to have, obviously, your frost weapons or your fire weapons, whatever it is that you're using. Oh my god. You see, he's so fast. There we go. I'm gonna keep an eye on Murdoch for now. Make sure that he is specifically being taken care of, because this is just absurd. The amount of damage he's taking. There we go. Let's go ahead and heal him. Now, we need to make sure that I have a healing potion, a mana potion, I mean, here, and a healing one here. Because I'm gonna run out of mana here. This battle is very mana intensive. This is actually not an easy battle at all. Oh, Lloyd is also there. You need to make sure that Lloyd survives, but if he doesn't, then, Bella in the store, well, she gets to keep the store, which is, you know, it's not too bad. So he's like the one guy that I would be like, okay, if it died. But in general, I want to make sure that everyone survives, just for the perfect status, I mean, if that means anything to us. Which it should. Let's go ahead and Mind Blast. Fantastic. How is everyone doing? So Thomas is okay, Lloyd is okay, and yeah, my team is doing alright, and Murdoch is not, as always. You see, Murdoch, 95% of the time he's gonna die unless you intervene. Like, it's almost guaranteed. Doesn't matter if you play on easy, it really makes no difference. So, keep that in mind. Lloyd is also taking some damage. Murdoch is alright. Let's heal Lloyd, because I won't be paying too much attention to him. Murdoch is okay. Alright. See, look at Lloyd. Holy crap. Just all of a sudden, taking a lot of damage. Alright. Oh my god. Alright, Militiaman Thomas is already taking some. It's very stressful, guys. Very stressful, but we haven't... Oh, I looted one of the Militiamen by accident. You can do it. Yeah, some free items. It's not very powerful, though. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal Murdoch. We haven't had a lot of battles recently, as I said on the last episode, so I guess I don't feel too bad about pausing too much, and, you know, even if he makes this a little bit longer than it needs to be. Alright. Sorry if I can't commentate very well. It's so difficult to keep track of everyone. Where's Murdoch? Okay. Jeez, I'm so nervous. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so nervous. Lloyd, okay, completed. Yeah, this battle is actually difficult. I would say this is probably one of the more difficult encounters if you want to make sure that everything goes smooth. Lloyd. Oh my god, Thomas. Oh my god, where's Lloyd? Murdoch, okay, everyone's good. I think we're about to finish this soon now. Lloyd's getting some hits, but he's okay. Right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm getting so stressed right now. Murdoch. Okay. Thomas. Let's go ahead and heal Murdoch. There's no need for this. Like, you don't actually really lose anything for losing a person. Yeah, but just, I want to make sure that everything is perfect, you know? Just for the sake of this Let's Play. It makes me proud of myself, if that makes any sense. Anyways, it's over.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
I'll be happy to help whenever you need me. I was happy to help defend the village.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he who is their Maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
And so let it be.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
And there we go, boys. We had a perfect run, and so we actually leveled, which is pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and put some points in dexterity. Specialization, we're not going to bother with that yet until we can actually get one. We can do stealing. Actually, I need the combat training like dearly, I really do. So let's go ahead and put mechanical expertise so that we can pick some locks, and that's it. Now for Alistair, some strength. I want him to wear some heavy armor and bravery. The Warrior's Unwavering Courage grants bonuses to damage, physical resistance, and mental resistance, as well as the bonus to critical chance that increases proportionally to the number of enemies above 2 that the Warrior is engaging. Is a very good perk, guys. This just makes the Warrior just generally stronger. It boosts him with pretty much everything that the Warrior needs, and it makes him stronger the more people he's fighting. It's just perfect, honestly. I always get it. But that's pretty much it, boys. There is, however, one small thing that I want to do. If you guys remember, Bella promised us something if we returned from battle, and I feel like we need to cash in on that promise, because I'm never a guy to run away from something as delicious as this. That sounded very creepy, but I don't care, because this is going to be amazing.
I admit, for a while, I didn't think either of us would survive. It's good to see you did.
Haha, don't I deserve a hero's welcome?
Possibly. And what kind of tip do I get out of it?
Tip? What about all my natural charm?
Fine, I'll make an exception, but just this once. Anything I can get you?
Actually, I believe I made you a promise.
You mean about helping me leave? I wouldn't hold you to that. You've already done so much for us.
Oh, please. Nonsense. You can do better than this place.
What do you have in mind?
I believe 500 silver, which equals 5 gold, should be enough for you to start a new life.
What? You jest, surely. Why not simply throw all our coin into the river?
Hey, we can afford this much.
Oh, have it your way, then.
That could get me to Denerim. What would you want in return for such a gift?
Well, how about a kiss from a lovely lady?
You men are all the same. Thank you. I can never repay this, but I'll think of a way. I swear.
What a way to end an episode, huh? A perfect ending to the war, and 2 kisses from the lovely Bella. We also will help her make something better of herself. Costs us a lot of money, but hey, 2 kisses is definitely worth it. Hope you all enjoyed, guys. Remember to like and favorite. I love every single one of you, and glad to be back from my vacations. Remember, go to MrRhexx Plays if you want to see more of my Let's Plays, or stay here if you want to see more lores in Dragon Age. I'll see you guys next time.